Harold Banario, 3-0. Against Joseph Mercado, 1-2, but very aggressive. Here we go. Freestyle versus Wushu. Banario in the Team Lakay red, Mercado in the black trunks. And immediately, Banario trying to take him down, but Joseph Mercado with both hands under him trying to fight it out.
Yes, the past couple of days I've actually been over there with Ultimate Fitness, watching him train, and he's been practicing his takedown defense, which he was able to turn it back against his opponent right there. Banario was strong. The Lakay fighters are always strong. They come out very, very strong. So I think we're going to see a lot of takedown tries here.
And Team Lakay, as we've seen their different fights in different PXC events, we've seen how they try to overwhelm their opponent from the get-go and try to submit them or knock them out while they're on the ground. And Joseph Mercado hanging on and refusing to be taken down. Banario holding on to those legs, and finally some activity for Joseph Mercado.
Yeah, Mercado was listening finally to his corner there. They said you got to start doing some blows. Don't just sit there and let him take you down. Do some action. Put some work on him.
And Banario trying to get some position, but Mercado on the offensive. In this situation, who would you think would have an advantage between the two fighters?
Well, you got Team Lakay coming from the Wushu background. They have a lot of wrestling skills. You know, in the Philippines, that we were talking a minute ago, that wrestling is not as big yet. But a lot of the Wushu fighters, they have great wrestling. It's just, once they get him down to the ground, I was just talking with Harris Sarmiento before the fight, once they get him down to the ground, they don't know really what to do. So what I want to see is, once you get taken down, we got to see some ground and pound. We got to see some submission attempts. You can't just stand on top of the fighter.
And Banario trying to penetrate the guard, but Mercado using the cage wisely. And finally,
first
the
blow.
Offensive being launched by Banario. Banario using that left hand. Mercado trying to stand up.
Yep.
He's on both legs now, both feet.
Banario let go of that leg hold, so Joseph was able to stand up. Ooh, separating with the hook. That's nice.
And now they want to stand and bang. Banario with that effective left jab. Mercado trying to counter, but gets hit with a counter left, and Banario showing some striking skills here in round number 1. 2:44 left.
Yes, we also saw a strong chin, though, for Joseph. Joseph took about 2 to 3 really hard punches there. I think his eyes probably rolled back, but he was right able to snap back and start throwing some punches. He got some blood.
In this situation, what would you like to see from Banario in this type of hold?
Take those legs. If you're going to hold him up against there and not do anything with them, you see Joseph's legs are very near together, so it's an easy double leg takedown. You can pick him up, slam him down. The typical Wushu the Lakay fighters usually see.
A half crimson mask on the face of Joseph Mercado thanks to that powerful right hand counter of Harold Banario earlier. 2 minutes left in round number 1.
Yeah, it could be a dangerous position for either fighter here. If Joseph was able to get those arms and underhooks in, he'd be able to flip it around. I'm seeing we're holding on to the fence here, though, so we got to be careful. He's trying to push off, but he's being held with the fence. So Joseph needs to get him, needs to churn it. He needs to churn the fight, turn the fighters around. If he can turn him around, then he could drop, take him down to the ground.
But here in the first round, Banario has been controlled for most of it. Mercado trying to get under the defense and put him out.
Yep.
And some knee action now for Harold Banario.
He got one underhook in there. He's trying to turn him. Now he's going to put him on the fence. Now let's see what his work tactic is. You can't hold on to the fence there, buddy. Here we go.
And again, separates
back to the center
and throws a right hand. Under 2 minutes left here in round number 1. Blood already trickling from the face of Joseph Mercado. Banario letting those fists fly.
Yeah, we're expecting to see
good reversal by Banario.
Yeah, reversal right there. We weren't expecting to see a lot of blows from the Lakay fighters, but here we go. We got a lot of heavy shots going to the head of Joseph Mercado.
And Mercado trying to refuse entry into his guard. But Banario relentless in his attack, trying to pin him down with under a minute remaining in round number 1. Yeah. And so far, Banario has shown tremendous control here in the first round.
Yeah, we're seeing some strength over technique here, but once again, Joseph goes up, goes for a head kick. He needs to pull it in. You see him taken down once again on the separation. I'd like to see those hits on the separation.
And that wounded left eyebrow should be a bullseye already for Harold Banario.
Yep, he needs to continue going at it. Might get a stoppage if it overly opens up, or Joseph needs to either try to go for a takedown too, so he can at least equal out the round.
10-second warning. And Joseph Mercado visibly shaken up and bleeding from the face as we head into round number 2 between these two fighters. PXC 41 continues in just a moment.
PXC Stronger. That strong and flavorful beer with the extra kick no other beer can provide is sold tonight at 35 pesos. And it's served alone.
Pacific Xtreme Combat.
Ito ang tama. Visit redhorsebeer.com for the latest.
Welcome back to the Inares Sports Center here in Pasig City as we look at the Red Horse highlights. Sakas ang tama pero di wasak. Brought to you by Red Horse, the #1 extra strong beer. Ito ang tama. That powerful right-hand counter actually opened up. Ito si Joseph Mercado as you welcome back Akiko to the Terradome. Maraming salamat to our friends from FHM.com.ph and Premier Condoms. What adjustments would you like to see on the part of Joseph Mercado?
Well, we saw Joseph come out a couple times, but once he got hit, he stopped hitting. So what I would really like to see is for him to do some countering. And if he's going to be trying to take him down, he needs to reverse that and try to jump on top of his opponent.
And Banario looking to continue with that game plan. We know that they train in a high altitude area in Baguio. So that certainly gives a boost to their stamina. Mercado now trying to shoot early in the second round.
Yeah, straight to that shoot. I would like to see before you shoot, throw a fake up top, you know, throw a punch, and then go down instead of just, you're showing what you're going to do. So he needs to just kind of step back, maybe take a couple jabs, and then go in for that one leg or single leg or double leg.
And Banario again with a takedown here in round number 2. He's scoring all those points with those successful takedowns.
Yeah,
he's giving him the back. Now he has that hold in. Is it tight?
Nope. Joseph actually pulled him down on top of him. Oh, now it is in. Oh, he let go though.
Both guys scrambling now. Banario looking to get a good hold. Mercado looking to establish control. He's on top.
He's half past. Let's see what he can do. Go to work. Take some letter to the body. You got to start. You got to start doing an offensive here because he's behind right now in the scorecards. Got to watch out for that arm though.
Scrambling, looking to get an arm. He could get a good hold.
Oh,
and Banario gives him his back.
Yeah,
Mercado trying to get a hold in, trying to go for the rear naked. And Banario throws down a right hammer fist.
We've seen four reversals right there within how many seconds? That was like 30, 40 seconds, 4 reversals. So
and the crowd getting into it.
These guys still have a lot of energy. Once again, he telepathed the shoot there. You got to throw a jab. You got to throw a fake kick. You got to do something. You don't just show him exactly what you're going to do. Ooh. Napuruan to si Harold doon sa last hit na yan. Once again, taken right down.
But look at Joseph Mercado trying to shoot for that left arm now. Kanina pa niya sinusubukan yan against Harold Banario.
Maybe he sees something that we don't see.
3 minutes remaining here in the second round. And Harold Banario still looking good. Joseph Mercado showing more activity. And Banario trying to get his left hand free.
Yeah, we want to see a little more action from the Lakay fighters when they're down on the ground. I've noticed that for the past how many PXCs we've been calling together, James, is that once they get them down to the ground, they seem to stop a little. I mean, this is the most action we've seen from a Lakay fighter in a while. Ooh, as he takes another one of the
Mercado trying to counter now and load up with that right hand. He's getting the timing of Harold Banario.
That was a close call there for Joseph. Ooh, as they hit heads again right there as he goes in. This time, Joseph comes out on top.
The difference between other fighters and Lakay fighters, when people try to shoot for them, they actually move in forward.
Yeah.
Other people try to move backward, try to beat them with their footwork. The Lakay fighters like to also rush in.
Yeah, well, the Lakay fighters, it seems that's where a lot of the headbutts are coming from, are those accidental hits. Nice hit there.
Mercado doing work now with that right elbow.
He's trying to push him to the fence so he has nowhere to back up, and then he's probably going to lay some elbows right down in the face of Banario.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in the second round. Mercado trying to pace himself. He's breathing heavily from the mouth.
He wants to wall walk up on the cage so he can stand up and start banging again. But if you pull your legs out from under him, just like Banario's doing, it's harder to stand up. Joseph's a good fighter, though. He listens to his corner a lot. We can see that as we watch. He's listening.
Both fighters still looking for an opening. Mercado trying his darnest best to scramble his way out of it. Look at that crimson mask again. He's trying to wall walk, like you said, Uriah.
Yeah, and Harold Banario is kind of holding him. He's just pushing him down, holding him down. But he's not doing anything. Once you get him down, you got to do something with it. You can't just stay on top of him.
It's not just establishing control, but doing damage as well.
The judges are looking for that. They're looking for you establish control, but then you got to do some work. Ooh, knee to knee there.
Mercado, though, unable to really get his rhythm going because of the control that Harold Banario has been displaying here in the past 2 rounds.
Yeah, cardio isn't really setting in since we're only in the 2nd round. Let's see at the end of this round, we got 35 seconds to go. He might have hurt him. He ran away.
Misses. Joseph Mercado looking to gamble now.
A lot of energy coming
Under 30 seconds remaining in the 2nd round, and the crowd coming to life.
Some flying leg kicks. We don't see that every day.
It seems that in that instance, si Banario naman gusto magpahinga. Mercado looking to counter. 10-second warning here in round number 2. Trying to load up the right hand. Banario letting fist fly. Good kick.
That foot hit the side of the face of Joseph Mercado.
And Harold Banario, Joseph Mercado will have a 3rd round. More PXC 41 when we return.
PXC, Pacific Extreme Combat. PXC, Pacific Extreme Combat.
Third round between Harold Banario and Joseph Mercado as we look at some of our special guests in attendance. Jeff Eigenman enjoying the action as we look at this Lakas ng Tama Pero Di Wasak Red Horse replay brought to you by Red Horse, the #1 extra strong beer. Ito ang tama. Joseph Mercado trying to go fancy there, but unable to really land a clean hit.
There's a lot of energy taken in those leg kicks. Those flying leg kicks.
Red De La Cruz returns to the Terradome, the Red Army, shouting in chorus in unison. Maraming salamat sa ating mga kaibigan from fhm.com.ph. 3rd round, Joseph Mercado has to do something drastic to establish and do some real damage against Harold Banario. Round number 3 brought to you by Red Horse, the extra strong beer. Here we go.
Yes, if we don't see a knockout from Joseph Mercado, he's going to have a hard time winning this fight. A knockout or a stoppage. Let's see if he has any gas left in that tank. 3rd round, final round.
Show of respect between 2 fighters.
Good.
At the start of round number 3.
I love to see that, James. It's my favorite thing to see inside the Terradome.
Again,
finally,
Mercado tries to shoot.
He had a couple jabs in there, though, so it wasn't telepathed all the way. He threw a couple jabs, and then he shot. He didn't get a successful takedown, but at least he did something different there.
But Harold Banario has been extremely slippery in these situations, and again he takes him down.
He pulled him down on top of him. He's trying to get side control, back control, and then he pulls him right down on top of him. That's a weakness in some of the wrestlers that we've seen so far.
Mercado tried to go for a butterfly guard there, and then tries to scramble out of it. Banario looking to establish a hold, but can't get it deep enough. And this is where cardio is going to be tested.
Yes.
Again, both fighters choose to stand it out. The counter punches of Banario have been really effective.
Yeah, Banario has seen a lot more boxing the last time we saw him. It seems like he's been working on that boxing skills. I haven't seen him throw so many punches, so it's good to see that they're evolving, not just takedown. At least they got some boxing in their background now. Joseph looks like he maybe has a sore left hand. He's kind of letting that hand flop around.
And my friend Mikel Bolante from Interaction.com actually told me that Team Lakay has hired an Iranian wrestling coach.
Oh, really?
So
Well,
that's
good to
maybe
hear.
that's maybe a huge reason why Banario has been slippery in takedown situations. And look at that beautiful two-punch combination up top. Going 1-2 with the left and the right.
Yeah, we need to see some counters here from Mercardo. He's you know, they're just pacing with him. He's staying with the same pace, but we haven't seen him put any leather on the face of Banario.
Would you like to see him let go of those fists?
Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen here. We got 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third and final round. If he want to do anything, he needs to let him fly. He needs to let it go.
But every time Mercado tries to attack us, you see a good connection with that right hook. Banario has had an answer, a counter to Mercado's moves. Oh, that beautiful left hook counter.
Banario's just waiting. Banario seems to be much in control of the fight. Joseph seems a little tired. Banario has better cardio at the moment, and he hasn't been hit very hard yet, so let's see what happens if we can get a counter here.
Oh, powerful left cross. Mercado trying to load up that right hand, and you can hear him gasp for air as he's taken down once again.
Yep, there's another takedown point for Harold Banario. But Joseph's able to get back up right away. Let's see if Harold takes him right back down to the mat. He's doing the right thing. If you're ever in a situation like this, push his head down, push his head down. If he can't see what he's doing, he's going to have a harder time figuring out what to do.
I can even hear Eugene Toquero from that corner. Under 2 minutes remaining here in round number 3.
Do some damage to the body. Mercado needs to keep busy.
I think he's trying to get an arm free. The
He's
right
trying
arm.
to pull that, but it's a hard position to pull someone. When they're holding onto your legs like that, all you got to do is sprawl your legs out. See, that's a takedown defense right there. If a guy's trying to do a double leg, sprawl your legs out. He's not going to be able to pick you up if your legs are spread all the way out. It's a lot harder to take someone down when they know what they're doing.
And for most of this fight, Mercado has been on the defensive against Banario.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of offense come down. Well, it's finally one takedown for Mercado, but he's in an awkward position right here where he needs to do some action. He can't just sit there.
And this is desperation time for Joseph Mercado. A minute remaining here in round number 3.
Yeah, we need to see some action here. He can't just sit and wait. See a submission attempt here. He's trying to move get full guard there, but he's dropping some elbows.
Well, that's good.
Defense, though.
Left elbows raining in on the face of Banario. But Banario quickly moving closer to avoid further damage.
Yes, he's holding on. He knows that's what to do, so he doesn't get hit so much.
Mercado trying to go ground and pound. Hammer fist now with the right hand.
Mercado should get that one leg over so he has full guard so he could really drop some elbows. Or go to side guard. You got to get a better position because these little hits, they're not doing as much damage as you really want to see.
14 seconds left. 10-second warning. Here in the third round, will Banario hold on? Punishment being rained down by Joseph Mercado. He senses blood, but that's the bell. And the lone wolf still showing some energy, but Banario had a lot of control here.
Yeah, that could have gone 2 rounds to 1. So let's see what happens in the cards. A lot of respect for the fighters. This is what it's all about. Anybody watching at home, any fighters that you got to remember that it's all about respect for the fighters.
And again, we'd like to plug yung ating Tulong Kapatid, Sulong Kapatid Live Telethon. TV5 will hold the Tulong Kapatid, Sulong Kapatid Live Telethon tonight from 9 p.m., 1 a.m., and on Monday, 5:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. There will be Kapatid stars who will be manning over 30 phone lines for pledges and donations. Call 689-3355 or email tulongkapatid@tv5.com.ph. Ito po ay para sa mga naging biktima ng bagyong Yolanda. If you want to volunteer, donate, do your part as we look at the Red Horse Beer Lakas ng Tama replay, brought to you by Red Horse Beer, the #1 extra strong beer. Ito ang tama.
Yes, our prayers need to continue to go out for those loved ones that we have that were affected by the storm.
And you can see towards the end of the third round, Banario was held in trouble as we listen to the announcement of the winner. Maraming salamat po sa lahat na nagpunta dito sa Inares in Pasig. Joseph Mercado sharing a laugh with his coaches, Eugene Toquero.
Adrian Ilana, he's got a fight coming up.
And
Eugene has a fight coming up. There's the Iranian coach for the other side. We got Erwin Tagle along with his group of people.
Submission scores
Enjoying it.
Philippines. At ito, pakinggan po natin.
Judge 1 scores the bout
ruling of our judges.
29-28. Judge 2 also scores the bout 29-28. Judge 3 as well, 29-28. And our winner by way of unanimous decision, Banario!
Chalk 1 win up for Team Lakay. Harold Banario